Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck.
What? What happened?
We need to do the communist thing. I just remembered.
Yeah, but we need that to read their book. So
Yes, it is. But will he be there? That's the question.
I'd say so.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Because
And if not,
it's 1:59 a.m. So it's just about to hit the stop
end.
time. But yeah, welcome to the probably final book episode. But this is going to be a big
Yeah.
one. We got a lot of books.
White satin shirt. Tab clothes. Tab pornables. Tab reading. RCM badge quote LTM. Instant photo. Yellow man mug dash. Book quote a brief look at infra dash materialism quote dash description. A concise introduction to infra dash materialist theory intended for a general audience. You can tell this particular copy has spent a lot of time in someone's back pocket.
I mean, might as well just start with that one.
Start with the communism book.
Yeah, of course.
The cover of this pocket-sized volume features a swirl of orange, yellow, and green. The title, A Brief Look at Inframaterialism, is set in an authoritative yet approachable serif font. What an interesting color palette. It's vibrant, yet somehow leaves you ever so slightly nauseated.
Notification. Heal morale dash plus 0. Skill check. Conceptualization medium. Success. Notification. New skill point. Notification. Gained experience dash plus 10 XP.
No. These are terrible colors. They're like...
Skill check. Inland Empire medium. Success.
apricots.
Notification. Damage morale dash minus 1.
On the inside jacket flap, you find a brief summary. What is inframaterialism? A highly theoretical branch of Mazovian communism? A collection of mystical ramblings by a discredited revolutionary? Or possibly both? This brief look, TM, introduces readers to one of this century's most fascinating and misunderstood theories in a concise, jargon-free manner.
So far, so good. This feels like kid stuff. Is there no slightly longer glance left parent, TM right parent, series? Let's return to it later left bracket leave dot right bracket. This feels like kid stuff. Is there no slightly longer glance left parent, TM?
The back of the book contains 4 or 5 pages of primary and secondary sources, but you'd need access to a university library to find most of them. In other words, this guide is the only source you're likely to find. You turn to the table of contents. The guide itself is divided into several sections with seemingly esoteric titles like Effects of Plasm on Root Vegetables and Mental Projection and Transference. There's also a brief introduction about the life of Ignace Nielsen.
Read the introduction on Ignace Nielsen. Start reading the first chapter. Left bracket put the book away dot right bracket. Read the introduction on Ignace Nielsen.
Known to his numerous admirers as the evangelist of the revolution, and to his even more numerous enemies as the apocalyptic Shrike, Ignace Nielsen remains one of the most controversial and fascinating figures to emerge in the years of the anti-centennial revolution, second only to Krasmazov himself. During his unparalleled life, he helped guide a revolution in one country and found a new state in another. Along the way, he committed some of the most notorious war crimes in an era famed for its atrocities. And yet, his most fascinating contribution to history may be the most overlooked. His theory of ideological plasm, from which his followers and successors developed the school of communism known as inframaterialism.
Start reading the first chapter. Read the introduction on Ignace Nielsen. Left bracket put the book. Start reading the...
If you're like most people, you probably believe that your thoughts reside in your brain, right?
That is a wonderful beginning.
So, Lucius, do you believe your thoughts reside within your brain?
Yes, that is what I've generally been led to believe my entire life.
I think we're about to learn how wrong you are.
That's not right at all. Thoughts don't exist in the brain. They float through the air. Your brain is but a fish, swimming through them.
Skill check, Inland Empire, medium, success. UH, right? I always thought I swam through them. Honestly, I have no idea where some of these thoughts come from. UH, right?
Wrong, at least according to Ignis Nielsen. As Mazov's devoted comrade and leading theoretician, Nielsen was responsible for developing much of the intellectual foundation of communism. But his interests and speculations were famously wide-ranging. During his final years in exile, he produced, among other things, an early guide to home brewing, instructions for raising revolutionary children, plans for a universal pictographic language, and a detailed materialist critique of Dolores Day's chess strategy.
Oh, God.
A
He
true
had
man
eclectic
of ideas, equal to any of the great DeLorean polymaths.
Notification, heal.
But one subject he returned to time and time again was the fundamental relationship between thoughts and matter. We may yet discover, he wrote in his notebooks, that under certain exceptional circumstances, the proletariat's embrace of historical materialism may be so fervent that their beliefs take form in the world of matter as a kind of revolutionary plasm.
Whoa. Hold on, can you put that in slightly more basic terms? Whoa. How? Okay. Whoa.
Whoa is right. What's more, Nielsen speculated that this plasm, when it becomes powerful enough, might begin to influence the material reality surrounding it. Hence the name, inframaterialism. Unfortunately, Nielsen passed away before he was able to develop these initial ideas into a full-fledged theory. That work was left to subsequent generations of communist theorists. Building on Nielsen's basic insight, these theorists reached a startling conclusion that a sufficiently revolutionary state might begin to exhibit certain extra-physical effects based on the amount of plasm generated by its citizens.
Wait, so this isn't even Nielsen's star theory -- it's his followers. This doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
I'm completely lost. So these people are saying that if enough people just believe in communism, it will come true.
Yeah. You just gotta believe, man.
I'm completely lost.
He's beginning to believe.
Wait, so this isn't even Nielsen's star theory -- it's his followers.
Correct, though certain particulars of the theory are commonly attributed to Nielsen himself. The evidentiary basis of those attributions has always been a point of contention between inframaterialists and their critics.
I'm completely lost. So these people are saying that if enough people just believe in communism, this doesn't make any sense.
In fact, many of inframaterialism's critics, both inside and outside the communist movement, have said the same thing. That's because this is absolute idiocy, not even worth engaging with.
Logic?
Skill check, logic easy, success.
Yeah.
No. There's something here. You can feel it.
Skill check, Inland Empire, medium, success.
Yeah, of course.
I'll just give it a few more pages. Alright, let's hear about this extra physical stuff. Alright, let's hear it.
Inframaterialists divide the extra-physical effects of the revolutionary state by the level of plasm required to achieve them. At the lowest, or first level, revolutionary plasm is believed to stimulate or invigorate matter without altering its essential properties.
How exactly does the plasm stimulate matter? This sounds like that business with the turnips. How exactly does it... This sounds like...
Precisely, though plasm does more than increase vegetable yields. It may also influence the physiology of revolutionaries themselves. It's also been postulated that plasm may account for the remarkably full and manly facial hair observed on many communist males.
Stroke it, but modestly. Stroke your beard proudly.
Good thing we didn't shave.
Yeah, man.
Of course, inframaterialists argue that revolutionary plasm may stimulate human physiology in other ways as well. Oh yeah, we're talking about white-hot communist sex, baby.
Skill check. Electrochemistry easy. Success.
That's a quote.
That is...
Can I lobby for that to be
might
the
even be
title
the
of this
episode title.
Yeah.
I mean, white-hot communist sex. Like, what? We're never going to find a better episode title.
No. Will YouTube allow that? It might not be chill with it.
Oh, it's allowed plenty of... It allowed tasty, tasty drugs, okay?
True, yeah. I retract my statement.
It had no problems with tasty, tasty drugs. So...
Yeah,
That's
in
correct.
retrospect,
Reports
I'm
from the
gobsmacked.
revolutionary
Didn't.
period claim that the most radically devoted communards were able to engage in vigorous intercourse for up to 8 hours at a time.
Whoa.
Skill check. Electrochemistry easy. Success.
That's a talent. Well done.
8 hours? There's no way. Your equipment would be mashed to jelly.
Skill check. Endurance impossible. Failure.
No wonder the communards couldn't shoot straight. They were too shagged out.
Skill check. Hand/eye coordination medium. Success.
Yeah, they could shoot from certain other things.
I really hope when you stop
Hyperproductive
that you decided
vegetables
against.
and ultra-horny communards are fine. But this theory hasn't quite gotten strange enough for you.
Notification. Heal morale +0. Skill check. Conceptualization medium. Success.
It
Notification. Gained
hasn't.
experience
What
+10
more
XP.
do you want?
Sexual euphoria. Increased sensitivity to stimulation. If you didn't know better, you'd say this plasm stuff sounds a lot like being on amphetamines.
Skill check. Electrochemistry easy. Success.
And on that note, you feel like you've gotten the general idea of inframaterialism, enough to carry on a basic conversation at least. But if you'd like to go even deeper into some of the more
Yes.
speculative aspects of the theory, you could always read further.
Oh, absolutely.
Notification. Task updated. Get yourself organized.
Of course you want to go deeper. What else are you here for? The book fits quite snugly into your palm. It would also fit comfortably into a jacket pocket.
Start reading the first chapter. Left arrow. Discuss right arrow. Read the introduction. Start. Keep reading. Left bracket. Put the book away. Keep reading.
You flip forward a few pages until you come upon a chapter titled Mental Projection and Transference. When a community has achieved a sufficiently high degree of revolutionary fervor, inframaterialists believe that second-level effects may be observed. At this second level, certain hyper-revolutionary individuals may even develop the ability to extend their thoughts into material space and vice versa.
Wait, does that mean communists can read mind star? So why do these effects only work for hyper-revolutionary communists? Left arrow. Continue right arrow. Wait.
According to inframaterialist theory, yes. Under suitably revolutionary conditions, that is. Of course, one doesn't need to be a communist to be attuned to the thoughts of your brothers and sisters.
Skill check. Esprit de comedian. Success.
It's become something of a folk legend that during their final meeting, Nielsen and Mazov didn't speak a single word, preferring to sit in silence with their chamomile tea, reading one another's thoughts.
That's probably not what happened. That's strangely beautiful. That's probably not.
One of the minor tragedies of the late revolutionary period is that few reliable accounts survive. Much of what we know of the communards' activities during this period come from memoirs and second-hand accounts, some only written down decades after the fact, and of dubious authenticity.
Wait, does that mean communists can read mind star? So why do these effects only work?
Because plasm has never been directly observed, the exact mechanism
No
behind
shit.
these effects remains entirely speculative.
I see. Yes.
We got more cryptozoology type stuff.
Level. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
In other words,
There are people who
there's
believe
no
something very
evidence
similar,
that
like-
any of this mind-reading stuff is real.
Skill check. Logic medium. Success.
Like the whole crystals
Wha-
thing.
What? Wait. There are people who believe something similar? That
Yeah.
there's revolutionary plasm?
Okay, not similar in that degree, but like there are people who believe they can read each other's minds by holding like twinned crystals,
Oh.
and that like crystals are. Oh, I can't remember. It's absolute bollocks anyway, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. If anybody out there who's watching this believes, sorry, not really, you know, do some research, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, but that's the nature of belief, man. If you believe, like, any kind of research will be just, you can just dismiss it because you believe otherwise.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a bad form of, like, I don't know, thinking, where, like,
Well,
any information that doesn't fit your
I
belief
agree.
system is just dismissed.
Look, you're preaching to the choir, man. I agree, but, like, these people...
Yeah, I know, but, like,
you
there
know.
are people who believe things, but they will also amend those beliefs if they find evidence. Not many, I admit, but some.
Maybe, but, like, if they believe shit like twin crystals let you read minds, then I feel like if you believe that kind of thing, that probably...
I'm trying here, man, okay? I'm really trying. Trying to stay positive.
Why are you getting hung up on mechanisms? Open your mind's aperture just a little wider.
For sure.
You're so close to true understanding.
Skill check. Inland Empire medium. Success. Skill check. Logic medium. Success.
Yeah.
Psst. You know what else lets you feel like you can read minds? Spooky old Pyrrolidon.
Uh-huh.
Skill check. Electrochemistry easy. Success.
Ah.
Wait. If there's no evidence plasm exists, how can the theory be true? Let it go. Wait. If there's no...
Most inframaterialists would argue that the inability of skeptics to detect plasm is simply evidence of their own insufficient revolutionary enthusiasm.
The inability of skeptics. What about you? You were saying you can detect the plasma?
Yeah, man, trust us. We've seen it. We're just not going to show it to you.
Yeah, okay.
There you have it, a perfectly unfalsifiable loop.
Yep.
The theory is impossible to disprove.
It's
on
always
its
like
own
that.
Grounds.
With these theories. You can't disprove it.
Yep.
Yeah. You can't disprove God.
Meaning is hardly a theory at all. This should be more than enough for a stimulating discussion. That said, if you're still yearning for more,
Oh god, there's more.
you must. Everyone knows books save their best parts for the end.
Start reading the first chapter left parent. Keep reading left parent. Discuss right parent. Finish the book.
You breeze through the next several sections until you arrive at the final chapter, titled A Communism Above Reality. When a society's revolutionary fervor reaches the third and highest level, inframaterialist theoreticians have postulated that the laws of physics cease to be laws.
Quote, cease to be laws. Quote, what do they become then?
More like suggestions, according to some of the SRV's leading inframaterialists. Of course, it's impossible to say what exactly happens under these conditions. No known society has ever achieved the levels of revolutionary enthusiasm the theory seems to require.
I wonder if inframaterialism is a real thing. Can you look it up?
How do you spell it?
Inframaterial. INFRA. MATERI.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The first thing that comes up is a brief look at inframaterialism, Disco Elysium Wiki.
Okay. Good to know.
And then it's someone, oh god, a review on inframaterialism and how to prove its theories on Reddit, on the Disco Elysium subreddit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. I have shit to read later.
What's this? This borrowed thoughts. The day of inframaterialism and then it gets cut off.
Where's that?
From a website called The Inner Moon.
Oh,
I've no idea
Boy.
what this is. Is this someone who
I-
actually believes
I'm
it?
scared.
Yeah, and then the rest are all Disco Elysium playthroughs and shit.
Okay.
Some inframaterialists have even argued that it might require more plasm than humanity alone may be capable of producing.
Well, of course.
Has anyone
Yeah.
ever gotten close to reaching the third level? Wait, are there non-human sources of plasma? Has anyone ever? What would a third level society even look like? Left parent concludes right parent. Wait, are there?
In the SRV, there have been attempts to organize certain species of aquatic mammals, as well as a few of the higher corvids.
A dolphin union.
A dolphin union and the raven union.
Yeah, the Raven Union would be scary.
But as of this writing, only human beings have demonstrated the intellectual capacity for revolutionary communism.
Has anyone ever gotten close to reaching the third level?
There are numerous stories from Samara involving bandits or fascist mercenaries being levitated by farmers from the most ideologically advanced communes. Of course, few of these incidents have ever been rigorously investigated or substantiated. The form of these stories also recalls several well-known Samaran folk tales, in particular the one commonly known as Clever Oleg and the Flying Magistrate.
Notification. Game experience dash plus 10 XP. Skill check. Encyclopedia medium. Success. Notification. Money. Has anyone ever gotten close?
Among known attempts to channel third-level capabilities, the most well-documented is the curious case of Coalition warship Debutante.
I've got to know what that's about. I've heard enough. I've got to know what that's about.
It concerns an interesting series of events that took place during the invasion of Revachol. As Coalition forces made landfall, a cadre of Nielsen's most fervent acolytes attempted to compress a Coalition-era static with their collective will.
I mean, clearly there wasn't enough revolutionary fervor here in Revachol because they got fucked. So, like, it's really their own fault. They didn't generate enough plasm.
They should have believed harder, man.
They really should have. They got
You know, when they were
scared.
getting shot, they should have just believed, no, the bullet won't hit me.
They got scared of the big cannons and airships, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Wait, we might lose.
Where
Fuck.
instead there should have been, no. These are nothing to us. We believe in the communism. We believe in the revolution. So therefore, nothing can happen to us. And they would have won. It's true, completely true. And no one can disprove this.
According to communard law, these acolytes positioned themselves at the top of a redoubt just over the bay of Revachol. From that vantage, they proceeded to visualize pinching Coalition warship Debutante between their fingers, a gesture believed to assist in the extra-physical materialization of their thoughts.
Should have used their finger pistols instead. Left parent. Aim your finger pistols towards the bay. Right parent. Why didn't they just get some high-dash-powered merc gear? Left parent. Tap your armor. Right parent. Should have used their finger pistol. Did it work? Should have used their finger pistol.
There's no evidence the communards were equipped with finger pistols, though it's unlikely they would have decisively altered the outcome. The acolytes, along with the redoubt, were vaporized in an artillery strike before the process could be completed. Picture the lot of them, all standing with their fingers in the air 1 minute, the next reduced to a bloody mist.
Reduced to
Skill check.
atoms.
Half-light easy. Success.
It's been said, though, that in the weeks following the battle, the captain of the Debutante noted an increase in incidents of crewmen striking their heads on unexpectedly low bulkheads. Of course, colorful anecdotes only scratch the surface of what inframaterialists believe may be possible in a truly third-level society.
Wait, are there non-human sources of plasm? Left. Has anyone ever gotten close to reaching the third level? Left parent. What would a third-level society even look like? Left parent. Concludes right parent.
Some have theorized that such a society would be fundamentally unrecognizable, lacking many of the institutions we typically take for granted in advanced societies, including organized governments, financial institutions, and law enforcement. This sounds like a seditious fantasy. How can they allow books like this in print?
Skill check. Authority challenging. Success.
Others have argued that people living under third-level conditions will be immune to such infirmities as hunger, disease, and mental illness. In some of his later writings, Nielsen himself speculated about the potential for an extra-physical architecture that disregards the laws of bourgeois physics and instead relies on the revolutionary faith of the people.
Bourgeois
structural
physics.
integrity.
Bourgeois
Meaning the buildings stay up because people
Ah,
start to stay up.
gravity, yes. What a fucking bourgeois
What a
concept.
bourgeois concept,
That
yes.
seems like a by theory to design buildings based on. Meaning the buildings stay up because people start to leave, they'll stay up.
Precisely. Nielsen observed that the financial system operates on the same principle of faith. So why not
I
an
mean,
architectural system?
Money really is all about trust.
Yeah, that is true.
On the following page, you come across a few black and white reproductions from Nielsen's own notebooks. One sketch depicts a government ministry shaped like a great inverted pyramid. A hectare in width at the top, balanced atop foundations the size of common apartments. Another depicts a
Yeah,
leaning
that's-
tower wrapped in a dramatic helix. The caption beneath it reads, "The Tower of History." Something about that tower looks awfully familiar. Could it be that's what the students were trying to recreate with the matchboxes?
Skill check. Interfacing medium. Success. This might be too much, even for me. Wait, but what if the people stop believing and the buildings collapse? This might be too much, even for me. Plausible or not, there's something beautiful about this idea. Is there any? This plausible or not, there's something beautiful about this idea. Is there any more? This might wait, but what?
In the corner of one of the reproduced notebook pages, you can make out the following words, written in Nielsen's distinctive slashing script. A state that has lost the faith of its people has forfeited the right to exist.
Plausible or not, there's something beautiful about this idea. Is there any? This might be too much, even for me.
That's all right, because you've reached the end of the book. If you'd like to try something different, may we recommend a brief look at Gradian literature?
Oh,
Start reading the first chapter left arrow, discuss right. Keep reading. Finish the book left arrow, discuss right arrow. Left bracket, put the book away. Instant photo of the dash description.
well, that was fascinating.
RCM. Yellow map. Book quote. Take quote book. Handwritten note from the fridge dash description. Book quote. Dick
Yeah.
Mullen. Brian Mabel's dash
All right.
book quote Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity quote dash description. Another Dick Mullen book that wording represents the nature of police work. In this one, our detective returns from a trip having successfully solved one case, only to embark on another. Does he finally face the taxing nature of his occupation? No, he doesn't even look like a normal officer of the law.
We got some lighter reading.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch.
Start reading. Left bracket, put the book away. Dot. Start. Examine the cover.
The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, "Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen." That seems to sum up the premise nicely. Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect.
Skill check. Esprit de comedian. Success.
Shocker.
Examine the cover left arrow. Discuss right arrow. Start reading. Left bracket, put the book away. Start reading.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Insulindium coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights.
Sounds familiar.
We can relate.
An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law,
Skill check. Esprit de comedian. Success.
but also extremely accurate in your case.
Skill check. Electrochemistry. Easy. Success. Hey, I'm trying at least. Look, I can't judge. Keep reading. I don't need to read this. I'm already living left. Aaron, close the book right, Aaron. Keep. Look, I can't judge.
2 days later, Mullin is arrested by the Vesper police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullin learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullin dropped him off in by a man matching Mullin's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullin manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullin may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
Yes, realistic.
It's definitely not realistic, but it's definitely a great premise for a book.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, Mullin didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullin returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Denerva.
Now it's getting interesting left, Aaron. Keep reading right, Aaron.
Who he will eventually end up having sex with.
Most likely, yes.
Nice. A dame.
A dame, yes. A femme fatale, probably.
Now it's getting... I feel like I've read this before left,
Oh,
Aaron.
yes.
Close the book right, Aaron. Now it's... Nice. A dame.
And not just any dame. She's truly one in a million. A knockout whose mind is as dangerous as her curves. But she's got a secret.
Oh, of course she has a secret. They all do.
Sounds like my kind of woman. Man who doesn't. Sounds like my kind of woman.
It's,
Man,
it's
who
so cliche, but I love it.
Sounds like my kind of woman. Man who doesn't.
Secrets are the currency of human relations. Your secrets are unknown even unto you. So does that make you a rich man or a beggar?
Skill check. Volition medium. Success.
Beggar.
I feel like I've read this before left, Aaron. Close the book right, Aaron. Now it's getting interesting left, Aaron. Keep reading right, Aaron. I feel... Now it's getting...
Denerve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullin begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
This is... An AI pitch would basically be this. If you said, like, write me a, noir detective book.
Yep.
I want to hear about the politician's son. Tell me about the corrupt police captain. I want to hear about...
Which is... I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying they are
No,
doing...
because this
They're
is
doing
the
all the
point.
cliches.
They're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was that about an art collector?
I just wanted to clarify that for anyone who
Okay, let's get on.
didn't understand.
What was that?
Because I said AI, and some people are like, oh, AI, he's saying it's bad.
Tell me about the corrupt... I want to... Tell me about the corrupt police captain.
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder?
I want to hear about the politician's son. Tell me about the corrupt police captain left, Aaron. I want to hear about the politician's son.
A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration.
I would love to quote that, or I need to copy that for the soundboard. A typical privileged twat.
I think you said you were going to put something else on the soundboard. Did you do it?
Yes, I know. I have not done so yet.
Damn.
I can't give you too much advance notice.
God damn it. What is
No,
this?
I am fully intending to upload it during a stream, and when I want to,
What
just
is
before
this
I think I'm
thing?
going to play it. No hints. You'll never know until I play it.
The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height. And while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
Tell me, I want to hear about the politician's son. What was that about an art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way O'Spillane did.
God did.
That said,
Yes.
Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Diana Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle?
Tell me about the corrupt police. What was that about? Okay, let's get on with the story.
Okay, before we go on,
Yeah. Theory?
yeah, I was about to say, what's your theory?
What was that about an art collector? Left Aaron. Discuss right Aaron. I want to hear about the politician's son. Left Aaron. Discuss right Aaron.
I mean, based on the clues that it told us about, the son had the overcoat.
Yeah, he does seem the most likely. That's who I would
However,
guess as well.
maybe that was just put there to make him suspicious.
Red herring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about the corrupt police captain. Left Aaron. Discuss right Aaron.
The love
What was
affair
that about?
seems like the most likely for a book like
It
this.
does, yeah. The love affair, although the thing it said about him, not being able to hold a pistol steady and shit. Maybe he's faking though. Maybe he's like
Yeah.
acting like that to fool us. Yeah, it
Before
could
we
be
came in, he
Torvald.
took a lot of drugs.
Yeah, it could be Torvald.
All right, let's find out.
Okay, let's get on with the story.
One evening, Diana Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms.
What a shocker.
Called it.
What a shocker. Who could have foreseen this development?
No.
Yes,
It is.
comfort
Yeah.
and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips.
Notification. Healed health +0. Skill check. Electrochemistry easy. Success.
Electrochemistry is getting a little too into the book, I think.
Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer.
Skill check. Esprit de medium. Success. How does Mullen expect to solve the murder if he's sleeping
Yeah.
with witnesses?
Esprit de Corps is you when you play Phoenix Wright.
It is, and I respect it immensely.
Nice. Get it? Mullen. I'm not sure I'm happy with this, but maybe the story will turn it around. Nice. How does Mullen expect to solve the murder if he's sleeping with witnesses? Nice. Get it? Mullen.
No, this is our character response.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Diana Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick,
Betrayal.
there was something else I meant to tell you. I love you."
Skill check. Inland Empire medium. Success.
Definitely not.
No,
The name of the true killer.
Skill check. Half-life easy. Success.
probably not.
No.
Always aim for the center of mass.
Skill check. And/eye coordination medium. Success.
Seems unlikely.
Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words.
Because she
A blow
gets
to the
shot?
base of his skull knocks him out cold
Oh.
instantly.
Okay.
Can't trust the Dane. Left Aaron. Shake your head right Aaron. I don't really like where this is going. Left Aaron. Close the book right Aaron. Can't trust the Dane. Left Aaron. Shake your head right Aaron.
Who can you trust in this wicked, messed up world?
Your partner, Kim, will be there for me. No one, just your own 2 eyes. No one, you got to go with your gut. No one, your partner, Kim, will be there for me.
Will you be there for him, though, when push comes to shove? Time
Probably
will tell.
not.
In the meantime, let's get on with the story. When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse,
I knew she was going to
his
be dead. See, I
clothes
was right.
are covered with her blood. Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullen didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind bars.
Skill check. Esprit de medium. Success.
Yes. Get it free the core. Well done. Thank you. I don't even need to be here. I could go. Free the core. You take this.
Dick Mullen won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties.
Skill check. Authority
He
medium.
should,
Success.
though.
The heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
You wouldn't like hard-boiled books then, because this is all the detectives in those. I mean, this is cliche 101, like hard-boiled noir style.
I figured it out.
So you really wouldn't like that shit, because all the detectives in those books do that kind of thing.
Yeah. I would probably have many issues.
Wait, dash, dash, I got some questions first. I figured it out. Wait, dash, dash, I got some questions first.
Oh god, it's gonna ask us to solve it. Probably we're gonna have to choose.
What is it, detective?
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place? Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead? Why did
Good
Why bother
question.
solving crimes when the world is so evil? I don't have any more questions. I figured it all out. Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen?
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close. What's
So
the matter? Afraid you've been hacking up your friends' bodies in the night?
Skill check. Half-light easy. Success.
You are the murderer after all.
Skill check. Inland Empire medium. Success. Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place?
call back.
Yep.
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Was I still not born to be a detective? But why is he like that? Was I still not?
For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. From nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life?
Skill check. Physical instrument easy. Success.
You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words.
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective? Why bother solving crimes when the world is...
Is it really so evil, detective?
Okay, maybe not. There are parts worth saving. Yep, it's pretty fucking evil.
Then, why are you still here?
Because I need to solve this case, not for anyone else's sake, for me. Because I'm too Kenshire to do anything about it. I don't know. Because I need to solve...
What are you trying to prove exactly? And what will change if you do manage to prove it? But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective? Why bother solving crime? I don't have any more questions. I figured it all out.
So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
Communism killed them. Loaded them in. The dirty police captain. The junkie art collector. The politician's twat son. UH, Dick Mullen. You know what? I don't even care left. Parent. Close the book right, parent. UH, the politician's... The junkie art collector.
The art collector. Let's go for that one.
Seems to give her. Yeah.
Could be. Who knows? Only one way to find out. You begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers
Oh, God damn
aren't
it.
quick enough. They're gone.
Skill check. Reaction speed impossible. Failure.
Oh god damn it.
Dozens of pages scatter across the floor. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost. It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Quote. Now I'll never know. Quote.
Damn it, game.
Quote. Stupid old cock. Quote. Quote. Now I'll... Quote. Stupid old...
Yes, blame a dead horse for your fat, clumsy fingers. Don't forget,
That's annoying.
it could have been the delirium tremens.
Skill check. Electrochemistry easy. Success.
In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
Start reading left parent. Discuss. Left bracket. Put the book away. Dot right bracket.
Ah.
That is That is the devs being a dick
Fuck
and doing
you.
it well. I respect that.
Instant photo at 2.
Fuck you.
Left arrow, evidence right arrow. Map of Martinez. Apricot chewing gum wrap. Book quote 16 days of coldest April. Dried Maybells. Book quote empty slot. Book quote the greatest innocence quote dash description. This dusty tome brings knowledge on the history of innocences. It is written by one Joe Paulo Salomeo Lopez de Fuego, a mess fascist, who tries to reach a conclusion on which of the innocences is the coolest in the world.
The coolest. According to a masked fascist, so this should be good.
The Greatest Innocence by Joao Paulo Salomao Lopez de Fuego. The book is large and heavy.
Crack open this immense tome. Left bracket put the book away dot right bracket.
I'm definitely
I don't love the words immense tome.
I'm definitely looking up the other end of that book, by the way.
Yeah.
Crack open this immense tome.
Well, like, it's reaction speed impossible. Like, come on. Well, I was supposed to know that. I would need so much reaction speed to read Dick Mullen.
You weren't. That was the point.
Yeah, I know.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. You can do it. It'll be worth it. There's something here.
Skill check, endurance easy, success.
Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
Oh god no, let me out of here. Sure, why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Oh yeah, this is what I was made for.
Notification, gained experience dash plus 10 XP. Skill check, solar. That's so. Alright, go on, give me all the hints you got. Solar. Doubles DI. American. You know, I didn't really absorb anything from what I just read. Doubles. Solar. That's so. Alright, go on, give me.
A pop quiz is a short examination designed to test your knowledge without any prior warning or announcement. Such exams allow the teacher to assess how thoroughly the students have retained the material at hand. Voila. Now blast that first innocence. Thanks for nothing.
Skill check, Half-Life trivial, success.
Dolores Day. Dolores.
Skill check, pain threshold trivial, success.
It wasn't Dolores.
Solar. Doubles DI. American.
Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he, but Franco Negro presumed as such and called him Pius. He's depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold.
Sounds unpleasant.
It said he invented God and equality of men before God. He also introduced the gold standard as a way for measuring people's love for Aurum. As the first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him. It is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party, the founding party. Question 2. Who was the strongest innocence? Easy. Everybody knows the answer to this. You, me, anybody.
Notification, gained Vesper dash. Sure, try again. I trust you've got my back.
An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world.
God damn it,
A literal
encyclopedia.
personification of history. Traditionally, an innocence, when anointed, assumes supreme rule over the Occident or the known world in general. At least the parts that matter.
Single option, yes, yes, so interesting, but I thought you'd give me the answer to the question.
This episode is just game devs being dicks.
Yeah, it really is.
I can do better. Okay, so commonly an innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. This is seen as unnecessary. The innocence wins because an innocence can't help but win, for their deeds are inevitabilities. Did this help?
Yes, immensely. No. Yes, immensely.
Great.
Skill check. Pain threshold trivial. Success. Sure. Try again. I trust you've got my back left. Vesper dash Messina. Frankenegro. Dollars DI. Frankenegro.
Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule, but at the same time ended serfdom and established the Inter-Isolari Real as the global reserve currency. He also established the concept of the nation. Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy and bourgeoisie by building a unified society in which every man has a place and a mission, but at the same time may rise to nobility provided on the strength of his virtue. Question 3. Who was the false innocence? Got it under control. No problem. Solid on this one. It's widespread historical information.
Notification. Game Dix. Ernest You're going to be helpful this time. I could use a...
Yes, there exists a group called the Founding Party, known as the Holy Party, during the time of the Pericarnacian. This, the world's oldest international organization, spends its time in search of either the re-emergence of the innocents or new members.
Single option. Sigh heavily. Out loud.
There seems to be a mix-up with the sources. It's not my fault. At least it clearly wasn't Dolores Day. She wouldn't be false. She's beautiful.
Skill check. Pain threshold trivial. Success.
What is your thing for Dolores Day pain threshold? Why are you simping for her?
Ernest
Who knows?
Kedra. Step on the despicable.
Step on the despicable.
Good name.
Step on the despicable.
Incorrect. Stepan the Despicable, regent of Kedra, was a ruler who conquered the known world during the Kedriatic conquest, instead of the despotic Erno Pasternak. Would you try again?
You. Ernest Kedra. Ernest.
Correct. There have been a number of counter or false innocences, some assumed to have innocentic qualities, some who just thought so themselves. Occasionally, they have the support of a faction inside the ecclesiastic organization, and accusations of foul play have arisen. The most famous and important of these was Erno Pasternak. He was into torture, despotism, hymns, cannons, and world conquest, but got defeated and humiliated by Stepan the Despicable of Kedra. Final stretch. You've come so far and learned so much. This is the most important one.
But in the end, it doesn't
Question
even matter.
4. Who was the greatest innocence? The most important of them all. The most precious to humankind.
Now it's Dolores.
I've got it. Honest.
Notification. Gained experience dash plus 10 XP. Skill. Frankenegro. Okay, or you shall start this sometime. I'll bot. Hint me.
Of course, this is my thing. The reason I exist in this world. The correct answer is Franco Negro.
Single option. Your star absolutely star certain of this.
0 doubts. While it was actually her.
Skill check. Pain threshold easy. Success. Frankenegro. Erna Pasternak. Dollars DI. Erna. Frankenegro.
Incorrect. While Franco Negro built concrete churches and cathedrals, and while many people, especially the Mesk, consider him a father figure, due to his militarism and nationalism, João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego argues differently. Another choice, perhaps? Oh yes, militarism and nationalism. My bad. Yes, obviously.
Skill check. Logic easy. Success. Okay, or you shall start this sometime. I'll bot. Frankenegro. Aaron. Disc. Erna Pasternak. Dollars DI.
Correct. The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this century, there's been a great shift in attitude. Dolores Day has become widely regarded as the greatest innocence, a most radical change to the whole fabric of the world. Everything from inter-isolary travel to the connected world to 3 consecutive scientific revolutions can be traced back to her. Every decade that passes, she seems less human somehow, and more beautiful. And more beautiful. And more beautiful.
Skill check. Pain threshold easy. Success.
Congratulations on finishing the test. The results and your subsequent grade have been calculated. You get a B. Good enough. Everyone misses a few from time to time.
I did that on purpose,
Yeah.
just so you understand, Mr.
The greatest innocence of be good enough. Everyone misses a few from time to time.
Well, book, I guess.
You would have done better if you just dialed the Dolores Day down a bit.
Skill check. Inland Empire trivial. Success. Quote damn you. You arrogant book quote. Close the book left bracket leave dot right bracket. Quote damn you.
You are shouting at an inanimate object like a real weirdo. No wonder you seem to have
In
trouble
character
with the
for
right
us.
answers. Browsing through the book again, you still have trouble understanding the torrent of information. It only seems to add to the confused jumble of facts inside your brain. You can do it. It'll be worth it. Your educational
No,
survey
I'm not falling
is
for your trigger
done.
again. Okay,
Did
I
you
can
catch
definitively
any
better this
of
time left
that?
Aaron. Discuss right Aaron.
No.
Oh,
well.
we can
it's
do the
not
thing
this
again.
time.
No.
Let's probably for the best. It wasn't looking too good for you anyway.
Skill check. Endurance easy. Success. Crack open this immense tome. Left bracket put a book. Instant photo.
All right.
Left Aaron. Evidence right Aaron. Book quote a primer for small kids.
We
All game quote Caesar quote.
have
Book quote Jean de Lerman,
Read
the man
that
from
one.
Yamdal,
book quote the man from Jean.
Oh.
Book quote the greatest innocence quote that.
and I believe that is it. We have the
Okay.
two Yamdal books. Yeah, that's it.
Book quote Jean de Lerman, the man from Jean.
Oh, perfect. So let's start with the Hyamdala man from Hyamdal. That seems to be the starting point. And then we'll finish with the Devil Woman.
Continue.
The cover of this tattered paperback features the man from Yelmdar standing atop a pile of bloody corpses. His two Zweihanders are crossed over his massive chest in a dramatic X, their blades dripping with gore.
Hell seems over the top. Hell yeah.
Behind him rise the harsh, snow-capped peaks of his native Northlands. In bold red letters, the title, Hyamdala Man, the man from Hyamdal, unfurls like a banner. In the foreground, a nearly nude woman lies spread in supplication, her privates strategically covered by her flowing black hair. These images speak to something burbling deep within you. Quick, find someone or something that needs to be gutted, beheaded, impaled on a spike.
Skill check. Half-light easy. Success. Read the first couple of pages. Look at the back cover. Read left bracket put the book. Read. Look at the back cover.
The back blurb reads, his latest adventure serves as the perfect introduction to the savage Hyamdal saga. Meet man from Hyamdal, his faithful blood brother Tyribald, the noble Lord Hrothgar, and some of their most fearsome foes yet, for the Northlands, for Hyamdal. Below, in smaller font, you see the parenthetical, adapted from Man from Eelndal and the Necromancer's Treasure, Man from Eelndal, Lord of Hrothgar, and Man from Eelndal, The Curse of Nacht Hera.
Skill check. Perception left Aaron. Sight right Aaron. Easy. Success.
A brazen attempt to bilk fans for more money by splicing together old stories under a new title.
Skill check. Logic medium. Success. Where there's a demand, there's always the supply. Nothing wrong. The publishers must have it in view of their readership. Where there's a demand, there's always the supply. Nothing wrong with that. The publishers must have.
Their main concern is the continuation of the franchise, not making literary history.
Read the first couple of pages. Look at the back cover left Aaron. Discuss right Aaron. Read the left bracket put the book away dot right.
I'm not gonna start commenting because
Read the first couple of pages.
No.
it's not gonna end. So let's just continue.
The story opens in media res. The man from Hyamdal and his band of northern reavers are in the bowels of an ancient temple, surrounded by an army of gibbering whites, led by the deathless necromancer. One by one, the brave Northmen fall to the relentless crush of undead, only to join their number as reanimated corpses. By nightfall, only the man from Hyamdal and his blood brother, noble Tyribald, are left standing against the dead horde It is an honor to die by your side, brother, Tyribald cries, as his battle axe beheads one of their reanimated comrades.
Wow, I'm too old for this. Wow, they're in trouble now.
9, Tyribald. The man from Heimdall bellows over the army of flesh and bone. Have courage. For the Northlands. For Heimdall. He leaps to the mezzanine to face the black-eyed figure, and like a mad ice bear, whirling twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, he plows through
Of
the
course.
ranks of the deathless, surrounding the necromancer.
What does that mean in...
It's German. It's Storm and... Fuck. Is it Fury? Storm and Fury?
Would make sense.
I know Storm is Storm. Like Storm and Drang is a famous phrase. You can look it up.
Ah, okay.
The writer has never held a sword in their life, let alone two two-handed swords at the same time.
Skill check and /I coordination medium. Success.
It is physically impossible for a human being to effectively dual-wield Zweihander swords in any kind of real-life combat situation.
We
Skill check.
know.
Logic medium. Success.
We know logic. We're not reading this for logic. We get it.
And with deadly finesse, his twin blades scissor the necromancer's head from its body. The undead legions collapse like ragdolls as the dark magic leaves them, and the two Northmen stand alone in their cursed temple, where the bodies of their lost brothers litter the floors.
Yeah, didn't feel like doing that before all your friends died,
Mhm.
no?
I've read enough left, Aaron. Close the book right, Aaron. Skip ahead.
A few chapters later, the man from Heimdall and Tyribald are in a completely different setting, high above an arid desert, riding a pair of griffins that always seem to appear at narratively convenient moments.
Uh-huh.
This book makes a mockery of the very idea of good plotting, though something tells you coherence was never the point.
No.
Notification. Heal morale dash +0. Skill check.
We also know this has been spliced together from 3 other books, so... Bad plotting is to be expected.
The Northmen find themselves in the court of a powerful southern king, Lord Hrothgar. The old king beseeches the man from Heimdall to rid his kingdom of the Naktera, a subterranean clan of blind wizards who traded their souls for demonic powers. The man from Heimdall extracts a high price from the desperate king. He asks land for the homeless desert pygmies living exiled in the kingdom's borderlands. Hrothgar offers the hand of his eldest daughter instead, but the son of winter does not budge.
All aboard for slaughter and glory left, Aaron. Keep reading right, Aaron. Hold on. Why is the man from Heimdall doing any of this? All aboard for slaughter and glory. That's enough of man from Heimdall for me left, Aaron. Close the
Good
book right.
question.
All aboard.
Good question that will never be answered.
Hold on.
Because he's a northern barbarian, and that's what they do, I guess.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean,
Never mind
why?
left, Aaron. Keep. Why is he doing all of this?
Because the flame of justice burns bright within his chest. Because, above all, he's driven to bring honor to the name of his beloved Heimdall. Because his noble Cutlan blood lusts for glory and conquest. It cannot be denied.
Fair enough. Let's get back in there. Is that all?
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Is that all?
What do you mean, is that all?
Single option. Is there anything else to his character?
He is the man from Heimdall, forged in the fury of battle. Death was his sire, and blood his dam. He
God
had but
damn.
14 winters when he left his frigid homelands in Cutla to seek glory and honor. That is his character.
So badass, man.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have a real name. What is inside this man? Or is muscle and bone all he is?
Notification. Heal morale dash +0. Skill check. Conceptualization medium. Success. Notification. Gained experience dash +10 XP.
Hey, nothing wrong with muscle and bone.
Skill check. Physical instrument medium. Success.
The point is, why should you care about this character? Does he have any inner conflicts? Unspoken motivation? A tragic flaw, perhaps?
No.
Muscle and blood is all I need. Let's get back to that. Exactly. Where's the tension star inside Star him?
Not that kind of book.
Muscle and blood is all I need. Let's get back to that. Exactly. Where's the tension?
He is the wildest man alive. The only mortal strong enough to wield the twin Zweihanders, Sturm and Drang, whose names mean storm and...
Single option. Yes, I get that. He's strong and has big swords. But why should I start about his...
No, tell me what the other thing is.
Yeah, again, once again, the devs are fucking
I was like, yes, he's gonna tell me. And then it's, oh my god, fuck you, devs.
Nah.
What are you, a book critic?
Well, actually, yes.
Yes,
No, you're
actually.
right. Let's give this a chance left, Aaron. Keep reading right, Aaron. Actually, yes, I'm a star art cop.
Enough. You're ruining the pacing of the story. Now, where did you leave off? Ah, yes.
Ah, yes, pacing.
What pacing? You skip past a section detailing an elaborate banquet with many toasts, as well as the long and perilous journey from Hrothgar's Keep to the ancient forest of Yesdar, where our heroes infiltrate the Nachtherre's dire hall. In the center of the great hall stands a blood altar on which a pair of Nachtherre are disemboweling a shrieking peasant, an unholy rite that empowers the Nachtherre forbidden magic. As the vile ceremony ends, the sound of steel unsheathing draws the Nachtherre's attention to a pair of cloaked figures standing in the doorway. This is what you came for, isn't it? A climatic bloodletting, where men are reduced to muscle and fury.
Skill check. Half-light easy. Success.
Swiftly, the visitors toss off their cloaks and unsheathe glimmering northern steel. It's the man from Heimdall and his valiant blood brother, Tyribald.
Shocker.
Whoa, I did not see this coming.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, who else would it be?
In an instant, the Nachtherre summon a horde of gibbering orcanoids who rush our heroes. The hall fills with the clang of blades and the screams of the dying as the floor goes slick with steaming orcanoid viscera. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Notification. Heal morale +0. Skill check. Conceptualization medium. Success.
That is my favorite 10 XP I've ever received in this game.
Yup.
When the din of battle settles, only the man from Heimdall and Tyribald remain standing.
Shocker.
Exhausted and dripping with the entrails of their foes, the two Northmen confront the foul Nachtherre. The man from Heimdall's soda-like blue eyes fill with indescribable fury. For the Northlands, he cries, rushing headlong into a desperate melee.
Cut him up. Who's down to Lerman? You got to be kidding me. Cut him up. Who's down to Lerman? You got to be kidding me.
What?
Single option. This is almost exactly the same as the first scene. Even the word starter ring star is used twice.
In the first scene, the man from Heimdall fought a powerful necromancer and his army of the dead. Now, he's confronting a pair of Nachtherre and their horde of orcanoid thralls. The two
Right, very
couldn't be
different.
further apart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's just too silly for my text left, Aaron. Close the book right, Aaron. Okay, fine. What happens next?
An excellent question. One easily answered by purchasing the next thrilling chapter
Oh,
in the
what?
Heimdallaman saga, Heimdallaman at the Gates of Tomorrow. The last page of this one merely reads, "To be continued."
Notification. Gained experience +5 XP.
Considering the sheer amount of different Heimdallaman books out there, it's very unlikely you're ever gonna find the sequel. The man from Heimdall stares at you on the cover, his face fixed
Read the first
in
couple of pages left,
grim
Aaron. Discuss.
resolve.
Left bracket, put the book away. Right bracket.
Okay, I'm not too bothered about this one because, like, man from Heimdall is gonna win. It's gonna be fine.
Instant
Yeah,
photo.
obviously.
Left, Aaron. Book quote. Board game quotes.
I mean, I guess, you know, for the Dick Mullen book, we know he's gonna clear his name, but, you know, we don't know who the killer was.
Book quote.
Mm-hmm.
Book quote. The man from Heimdall and the devil woman quote. Dash description. The front is.
All right, the Devil Woman.
Here we go.
Book quote. Book quote, the man from Hejong and the devil woman quote dash description. The frontispiece of this old paperback features a masculine in chains, kneeling before a salacious dash looking woman on a regal seat. A bonfire lies between the throne and the man, casting shadows on the wall and dash, and the shadow of the vixen's head dash dress looks like a pair of demonic horns.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the devil woman's altercations with the Heimdall man.
Look at the back cover. Time to flip through the book. Put book away.
Put book away.
Time to flip through. Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tiribold. Before Man from Heimdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?"
Of course he will.
Time to flip through the book.
You open the book
Yeah,
to
why
a
even
random
ask?
page. Man from Heimdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination.
Shit, I need to go back to that thread where I did that book, and I need to tell it that actually the swords are called Sturm und Drang. It's very important. Even though Fury and also Fury, that is just very
It's
funny.
good. Yeah.
His arms whirling like windmills are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written?
Skill check. Rhetoric medium. Success.
You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Oh shit. Gritty and heroic. Let's give this a chance. Ugh. Vulgar left Aaron. Close the book right Aaron. Let's give this a chance. Oh shit. Gritty and heroic.
Well, that would be a break from character.
Let's give it a chance.
Let's go with this, I guess. Because we've been very skeptical so far.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Heimdalla tribe. From the village of Heimdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me more.
God damn.
Okay. Got it. No need to read further. Give me more.
Man from Heimdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer
Obviously.
himself?
Okay. Got it. No need to read further.
Also, I'm sorry, but like, I want to hear about the Devil Woman, man. I don't care about Man from Heimdall.
Yeah, we know about the man from Heimdall.
Onward.
We'll get to the Devil Woman, I'm sure.
The steel muscles of Man from Heimdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid northlands he calls home.
I'm done left Aaron. Close the book right Aaron. Quote, holy shit. This is so stormy star. Quote, left Aaron. Really get into the book right Aaron.
This
The
is
passage
too
reads,
close to the
man
AI.
from Heimdall looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Heimdall will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Heimdall, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife. Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, I have grand plans for you, man from Heimdall. She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. First, you shall please me. Then, lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Heimdall. Yet inside, there is turmoil.
Oh,
This
shit.
goes against all he holds sacrosanct.
We have inner conflict?
I didn't think that would happen.
What?
Ever.
How is it even possible?
This is beyond primitive.
Notification. Heal morale dash +0. Skill check. Conceptualize. I kept hoping it would get better, but the writing is terrible and repetitive.
No, 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 no. We have inner conflict now. It's better than the other book.
I've had enough left, Aaron. Close the book right, Aaron. I kept hope. Wow, this is epic.
In the final pages, man from Hjelmdal mounts Gallavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald.
And this is the cliffhanger.
To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Hjelmdal and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39.
Time to flip through the book left, Aaron. Discuss. Put book away. Instant photo of 2 dash.
And that,
Indeed, we shall put book away.
we will put book away. That is it.
Yeah, that has been the book episode.
That has been the book episode. The big one. That was fun. That was really fun.
That was. I enjoyed that.
I would recommend. It's the end now, so those who skipped it, they skipped it. But I would definitely recommend people not skip it. I'm gonna say it next time, I guess. The next episode, but yeah, it's fucking great. Devs are dicks.
Do you want me to look at the wiki page for the Dick Mullen book?
Sure.
Mullen and the case of the missing identity.
Mistaken identity, I'm pretty sure it was.
Yes.
But
aha, I found it. Okay.
they probably have full transcripts too.
They do not.
No?
Just says uses can be used to pass the time. Can unlock the Modus Mullen Easter egg and achievement
What?
with the corresponding hat and coat. Apparently, the pinball maker's coat is the Dick Mullen.
Yeah, because
coat.
we got Modus Mullen dress code +1 from somewhere, like on some check. I don't remember which check it was, but
yeah, there is no transcript, unfortunately.
I'm sure it's.
It doesn't tell us the
somewhere.
ending. Curse you.
I'm sure it's somewhere though. The wiki is just not good enough. Dick.
Oh, we're back to Man from Hjelmdal.
And the mistaken identity. Wow. I typed Dick Mull and it gave me the full suggestion.
Ah.
So is there... Oh, there's a Reddit post.
Yeah, I just saw that.
So is there no canon answer to... Click to see spoiler. It's always impossible no matter what? Well, yeah, but... What if you have enough reaction speed to succeed that?
Who knows?
I found the book rather entertaining to read. I mean, it was, yes.
Yeah.
Blatantly violence.
I love
the
this.
classic rule of the genre. It is forbidden for the culprit to be anyone not mentioned in the early part of the story.
Yeah, valid.
I mean, those three were mentioned, unless...
Yeah.
Like, how early are we talking?
Yeah, it has to be in the first chapter. So, that guy killed himself, and then his ghost came back to kill his lover for sleeping with someone else like 2 days after he died. Which is kind of fair.
Yes.
I kind of respect it, you know? That's my headcanon anyway.
Clearly Crypt did it, says a comment. Yeah. Loved it, them in. And communism. Alright, well, I guess there's no answer. Sad. What is this? Bullet points monthly. Dick Mullen and the Miracle Plot. Spoilers for all of Disco Elysium below. All right.
Abort. Abort.
So this is I'll bookmark this. This is like a review of the actual story of Disco, I guess.
Ah, nice.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this episode. And for most of Disco Elysium. Next time,
Indeed.
we are getting into the end game.